Hello, today I am going to take up chapter 4, that is alternative centers of power. The end of Second World War resulted in the bipolar world, that is two superpowers emerged, USA and USSR. With the disintegration of USSR in 1990, there was a shift from bipolar to unipolar world, which led to the dominance of USA. In the previous chapter, that is US hegemony in world politics, we discussed about dominance of US. In Europe, the European Union, in Asia, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and China have emerged as powerful forces. Almost all the regions in the world have historical enmities and weaknesses. And undoubtedly, regional organizations like European Union and ASEAN have helped in bringing peace in their regions. USA's economic, political, and diplomatic power has been limited by European Union and ASEAN as they have developed alternative institutions to build more peaceful and cooperative regional order. Economic rise of China has made a dramatic impact on world politics. China is the world's largest manufacturing economy and has become the primary trading and development partner for emerging economies across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Emergence of new world, that is multipolar world, has witnessed the rise of new economic powers like India, Brazil, and Mexico. Alternative centers of power like European Union and ASEAN have an important role to play in the years to come. In this chapter, we will basically discuss the three major alternative centers of power, which are European Union, ASEAN, and China. Now, one by one, let's examine the emergence and influence of these alternative centers of power. And we'll start with European Union. I'll talk about the various events that led to the formation of European Union. The Second World War shattered the structures on which Europe had been founded. That is, there was an adverse effect on their social, economic, and political domains. In 1945, the European states confronted the ruin of their economies. They were under debt, and trade and commerce had ruined. European integration after 1945, that is, coming together of European states after the Second World War, was aided by the Cold War. It means European countries tried to resolve their problem by becoming a part of US bloc. USA extended massive financial help for reviving European economy under Marshall Plan. We discussed Marshall Plan in chapter 1, that is Cold War. Under Marshall Plan, the Organization for European Economic Cooperation was established to channelize aid to Western European states. The Organization for European Economic Cooperation is a forum to cooperate on trade and economic issues. Later, NATO was built in Europe by US for collective security structure. We discussed NATO as an example of military alliance in chapter 1. European Economic Community was created for economic integration of Western European states. Then, in 1979, European Parliament was established which gave European Union a political dimension. European Union was established in 1992 by the Treaty of Maastricht that came into force on November 1, 1993. The basic features of European Union are: first, a common foreign and security policy which seeks to preserve peace, reinforce international security, and promote international cooperation and democracy. Second, cooperation on justice and home affairs, that is, combined efforts to check cross border crime and illegal immigration. Third, a single currency which helps in strengthening single European market and also eliminates exchange costs. European Union was established to strengthen trade and economic cooperation among European states. It aims at promoting peace in the region. It also fosters political cooperation. In short, European Union enhances the political and economic integration of European states. Let's discuss European Union as a supranational organization. Supranational organization means an organization that extends beyond the borders of three or more states and seeks to promote economic and political or cultural unity between members. WTO, United Nations are example of supranational organization. European Union is too a supranational organization. It has evolved from an economic forum to a political organization. It has its own flag, anthem, and currency. The European Parliament frames policies for member states. Now let's discuss European Union's political and diplomatic influence. European Union influences United Nations policies. Britain and France are the two permanent members of the Security Council, and several non-permanent members of Security Council are from European Union. Most of its members are the member of NATO and thereby influence some of the US policies. However, European Union plays a better influential role in diplomacy and negotiation than the use of military. For example, dialogues with China on human rights and environmental degradation. Now let's discuss European Union's economic influence. European Union is a major world trade power. It operated as a single market with 28 countries and now operates with 27 countries. In terms of GDP, it is ahead of US. It has a single currency which strengthens its international standing. European Union accounts for half of all global aid. It also functions as an important bloc in World Trade Organization. Now, let's look into European Union's military influence. European Union's combined armed forces are the second largest in the world. Its defense budget is also second to US. Britain and France have nuclear arsenals, that is approximately 550 nuclear weapons. It is world's second most important source of space and communication technology. However, European Union also has its limitations. It is a supranational association. However, at times its member states have their own foreign relations and defense policies. For example, Britain supported USA's Iraq invasion while Germany and France opposed it. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher kept UK out of European market. Denmark and Sweden, they opposed the adoption of euro as a common currency. To conclude, we can say that European Union has been successful in expanding area of cooperation among the European states. It has promoted peace and stability within the region. It has also accelerated economic growth, thereby increasing wealth and stability in Europe. Kindly read the topic covered today from NCERT book.